Hey guys, it's Kimberlee and welcome back to my channel. I make videos on all things lifestyle on a budget, and today's video is a showdown between wax strips. If you've never been to my channel before, I was recently doing videos on laser hair removal, but now I've switched back to waxing and we're gonna do a little bit of a showdown. So I'm gonna be comparing two brands that I've been using to find out which of the wax strips is better in my opinion for bikini area. One of the wax strips, the kit is for all of your body, but I was just specifically using it on my bikini area, and so I'm gonna just be focusing on that for today's showdown. I decided to take a note from Nicki Minaj and not wear any mascara. Hopefully it doesn't look too crazy, but I thought I would just try that. Makes things a lot easier. Anyway, let's get into the video. First, I'm gonna give a little bit of backstory about my journey with waxing and shaving so you have an idea of where I'm coming from. Prior to all this, I had previously done waxing, I've done shaving, I was doing Brazilians for a bit, and then I switched over from the recommendation of a friend to try sugaring, and let me tell you, they definitely hit a sensitive spot during the session and it hurt so bad that I had them stop, and I went home and never looked back. I did not return to Brazilians ever again. I just couldn't take it. I think it was just the sugaring is just too thin and painful. I know other people think that sugaring is not painful or they think it's better, but it was extremely painful, enough so that I literally went back to just like shaving. I get a lot of razor bumps and scarring and all that kind of stuff, and it drives me mad. So that's why I turned to laser hair removal, because I thought that that would help to, you know, slow the process of the hair growing and then also give me time to like heal my bumps and all that. I do exfoliate like every single day, like do all the things that they say to do to lessen, you know, marks and scars and all that kind of stuff, but still a work in progress. As far as the lasering goes, you can check out my other videos to see how that went down. With the laser hair removal that I was using personally, an at-home one, I never saw any benefits whatsoever, and I thought I was wasting my time. I went to CVS one day and I saw some wax strips that were vegan and decided to try them out. I used them once and was like, okay, that's cool. But then I bought the laser hair removal device and I started using that. Now I decided to turn back to the waxing, and I realized I had two waxing kits and I wanted to pair them against each other. First one is from Nads. It's the Natural Wax Strip Kit. This is vegan. It says it right on here, vegan and naturally derived formula. I think that's great. That's very important to me. I am vegan. And then the next one that I have is from Flamingo. This is specifically their pubic hair wax kit, so it's just for that area, which is perfect. I have a video on Flamingo from using their razor a while ago and I actually really liked it, so that's why I bought the strips. I'm gonna go with Nads first, since that was the one that I got initially out of the blue from CVS. I paid $12.99 for this. It has 20 body strips, 6 bikini strips, and 6 face strips. I'm gonna show you the different sizes. I made sure to try to keep each one so that you could see. And I guess that's absolutely a lie. This is the size. Here's my hand if that helps you in any way. Since I've been focusing only on my bikini area, is that I've been cutting the strips so that I can still use it and not waste these. Here are the other sizes. You got a face one, a bikini one, and then the body one that I mentioned. And it comes with a little oil because your hands are gonna get kind of sticky or the area is sticky, and it helps to get rid of that. It has like a little instructions kit, which is fairly easy to use. What you have to do with this one though, with these strips, is that you do have to warm it up in your hands. It doesn't take long. Rub it between your hands, get it kind of warm, and then you peel back. So you open it up, and then you can use both of these sides. One becomes 2, and then you can, you know, wax off and it's fine. You can also go again over a similar spot. They don't recommend that for bikini, but I did it anyway. Just saying. In terms of sizing, I think this is great. I think the different sizes that they had was awesome. I liked that there was so much in the box. 20 plus 12, there were 32 strips basically. And like I said, all I have left are these big ones, and I have been cutting them down. Just don't see myself waxing my legs. I feel like that's just like unnecessary pain that I don't want to deal with, and my hair doesn't grow that much on my legs, so I'm not too worried about it, and that's why I keep these strips for just the bikini area. The one thing I will say in terms of a few cons is that the area that you have to pick up with your finger to rip it off is small, so if you can see, it's just going to be around this border here, and in terms of gripping and holding and all that kind of stuff, it's just not that much that you can use to pick off. One thing that's very important with the waxing for tips and tricks, you can't just pull up, you have to pull like across. They try to explain it, but sometimes it was kind of confusing to read and understand. But instead of when you're ripping it to rip it like this way up, you need to rip it like keeping it kind of flat or close to the skin so that it rips out as opposed to trying to pull up. Anyone cares about how you apply it in the direction that the hair is growing. So, or for me, for my bikini or whatever, most of the hair is growing down, so I put it on this way and then I rip it up going this way. I did try to use this on my underarms, and I don't know how people do with waxing underarms because I felt like it was a very awkward angle. I was also nervous because I don't like painful things, and it is kind of painful. I didn't know like the proper angle to like try to hold your skin taut, you know, doing this, and then to try to rip is just like, to me, very hard to figure out. And so I felt like I did a shoddy job on my underarms, and I was like, you don't need to do your underarms anyway. Like, you don't have that much hair there. The focus is just on the bikini. So that is the Nads one. And now let's move on to the Flamingo set. The Flamingo kit was $9.99. This box is strictly for the pubic area. I mean, I'm sure you could use it anywhere else if you really wanted to, but it's focusing just on this. So it has 24 ready-to-use strips. It has 8 post-wax cloths. The booklet is actually amazing. What I love about the branding for Flamingo is that they really just spell it out. And sometimes you need that, you know, sometimes these kind of conversations about waxing or shaving in this, you know, your bikini area are things that if you don't feel comfortable talking to someone about, you will end up trying to figure it out on your own. So I like that they, you know, took it upon themselves to be very, very, very explicit, specific, whatever the word is. They get right down to it and they have imagery. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get flagged if I show photos, so I'm not going to. I don't know what the deal is, but it's showing your area with a diagram and it has hair on it. I think they did an amazing job of just being very transparent on it. There's lots of information on here. Oh, I think I just showed it. Well, we'll just, you know, maybe they don't realize. In my head, I thought I was saving all the sizes, but I did just wax recently again, and I guess I just kind of used them. Here are the different sizes that you get. So you have a bigger one here, a square one, and then a little strip one. This one right here is the biggest one of the bunch that I don't have any more of. I do like this design much better because, as I was saying before, there's much more area to grab and hold on to versus like the little strips of the other one. I actually wish like this much was covered in wax. If this was wax and then this side was the strip, that would be enough for my hands, especially when it's your first time or you're new to it or not used to it. Like me getting back into it, I was definitely sweating because I was like, this is gonna be painful, this is gonna be painful. So I definitely like, you know, want to make sure I have a good grip on it. In these, they specifically say you don't have to warm them up. The wax is ready, set, go. So as opposed to the Nads one, you do have to warm it up between your hands. This one's saying, nope, we're ready to go. You can just dive right in. I got all these post-wax cloths. It's a big wipe, so it's great. You don't have to use so many. So I have some, you know, for the other kit after. Much more variety, I feel like, in the Nads one where I can cut and customize how I want. And there are plenty left over. I felt like the Flamingo kit I was going through faster. I only have 4 strips left, and I had a pack of 24. Now I think I've done like 2 or 3 sessions of it, so I guess that's about right. I feel like the Flamingo one has better design in terms of pulling off the strips, having much space to grip it, but I do wish that they had maybe 2 sets of the larger size because I did go through those a little bit quickly. In terms of instructions and guide, I feel like the Flamingo one definitely gave you so much more information to learn and educate yourself on and give you tips and tricks. While the Nads one did give you tips and tricks, it wasn't that much. It was just like a little pamphlet. Again, if it's like your first time, I think this is such a great kit to like start off with. But if you just want to get down to it, you don't really maybe need those instructions, then you don't have to worry about that, and the Nads one will be better off. The difference of the warming up, the fact that you don't have to warm up the Flamingo one is great. You can just go ahead and, you know, swipe through. The Nads one, you do have to warm it up, but it just takes like 2 seconds. It's just rubbing your hands between. Pain level is, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's painful. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm someone that has a low tolerance for pain. I don't like pain. I take 2 Advil sometimes before doing it to try to just help. I wish there was numbing cream that actually worked. I've never tried a numbing cream, but if you have one, comment it down below. If it's in Amazon, I looked up some of them on Amazon, but I wasn't sure if it was like legit. The results outweigh the pain like tenfold. To compare, like I feel like when I shave, within the week, I'm already seeing the hair grow back. And with the waxing, it just lasts so much longer. And that's just like a win for me. I feel like I don't have to worry about waxing again for at least like another 3 weeks. That is golden. I just don't feel like shaving every week. Like I feel like that's not good for me for razor bumps, all that kind of stuff. And that's why I wanted to go back to waxing. If I had to choose between the two, I would go with the Nads one. I just like the variety. I know that this is not specifically for bikini, but I like that I can customize. I use the face ones down there. I use the bikini ones that they have in here down there, and I can use the body ones and just cut them. I just think that even though I wish that the grip was better, I just like how much more options I had with these strips versus the ones that I had with this one. I felt like I ran out of strips faster with the Flamingo one, and that does matter to me. But the Flamingo one is only $9.99, so it's cheaper, and then this one is $12.99. So if you are in some sort of pinch and you're just like, which one, then go with the Flamingo one. If you want more instructional information, all that kind of stuff, go with the Flamingo one, especially if it's your first time. If you're just looking to get right to it, I'd say go with Nads. But I would say overall that the Nads one just stands out to me more because of the versatility. Comment down below if you guys are using any wax strips and you absolutely love them, you think they're great. If you feel like you have a numbing cream that is awesome, let me know, because I would love to make this process so much easier for myself. We're on the road to waxing instead, and we're gonna ditch, the laser, ditch the shaving specifically for the bikini area, prevent those, ingrown hairs and those razor bumps. I have a thing I got on Amazon. It's like a cream that you roll on so that you prevent ingrown hair, and it's supposed to, I think, help with scarring. Things that I've used in the past to help with scarring have not worked for me. There's one brand that everyone swears by. I'll have to put it up on the screen. I used that for like a year and saw absolutely no change. So sorry about it, but it did not work for me. So that's my wax kit showdown. I chose Nads, but Flamingo is still a great choice. Links for both of them are down below, and the Nads one is also available in my Amazon faves. So if you shop on Amazon, you can purchase it right through there. If you're interested in trying it, let me know if you do for either one of them. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.